Hello guys and welcome to Musarat Academy. In today's video we are going to discuss how to answer in IELTS speaking test part 2. In the part 2, your examiner is going to ask you a cue card question. Today in this video I will tell you what a cue card is. The topic that I have chosen for IELTS speaking test cue card today is childhood. Let's move forward. You will be given exactly 1 minute in the IELTS speaking test part 2 to prepare on a particular topic, and this topic will be called IELTS cue card. Guys, remember this cue card question will be given to you by your examiner. You will be given a paper and a pencil, and you can write down the main features or main points on that table so that you can answer well. You will be asked to speak continuously for 2 minutes until the examiner interferes and asks you to stop. Then the examiner will ask some follow-up questions as well, questions regarding the topic given. In this video, we will practice how to answer cue card questions in IELTS speaking test part 2. So let's begin. In today's lecture, I have chosen the topic Describe a childhood memory you remember well. In this question, you need to answer these following points: what it is, when it happened, how it affected you in your life, and explain why you still remember it. So, guys, you need to answer all these four questions. You will be given this cue card question and also by your examiner, and also your examiner will tell you what to tell in your answer. So you need to discuss what actual event happened in your childhood that you still remember, what the event actually is. Then you need to tell your examiner that when did it happen, what was your age or in what grade you were, how it affected in your life. You need to tell him how what was the impact of this event on your whole life, and explain why you still remember it. You also have to explain that why you still have this event on your mind. In this To answer this question, you can just tell him that how it has influenced you or impacted you, and how you still remember it. Now let's move forward to our model sample answer. I still remember many childhood memories, and some of them had a profound impact on my life. Sometimes those memories appear so lucid that it seems only a few days ago. Anyway, a childhood memory that I can still remember so vividly is when I observed two people dead for the first time in my life, and they were my classmates and his sister. I would like to take an opportunity to talk about it. First of all, I need to tell you that the first question has been addressed here. It was what the memory is. So you have answered the question in this very first paragraph that as a childhood, I can still remember so vividly is that I observed two people dead. So what is it has been answered. Let's move forward. I was then 8 years old and I was in grade 3 in my school. One day I heard that a devastating accident had occurred near my house. My mother asked me to whether I wanted to go or not. I agreed to go as I thought it would be some exciting experience. Only if I knew. I went with my mother and a few neighbors and speculated lots of things about the accident. But when I watched two children dead, one of them was my classmate Bilal and the other was his sister Ikram. In this paragraph, you have also answered the second question, which was when this event actually happened. In the very first line, you have told your examiner that I was then 8 years old and was in grade 3 in my school. Let's move forward. I was confounded about the whole event. I started feeling sick and very devastated. This was in fact too much for me to digest. I had no idea how devastating the accidents could be. Seeing two kids of my age struck me really hard. I noticed many people were shocked by the outcome of the event, and many of them were discussing how this terrible accident might have happened. I and my mother returned home and I was so unwell for about a month. This memory still haunts me. In this paragraph, you have explained to your examiner that why you still remember this event or how has it affected your life. This memory is important to me because it helped me to think about life in a different way. Some even thought my mother shouldn't have taken me there, but due to this event, I could realize at an early age that what the death is and how fragile our lives are. This memory helped me to grow faster and opened my eyes to a flamboyant yet a transient world. Now, let's check if this sample answer satisfied the requirements of the question. What was our first question that we needed to address? It was what it is. Yes, we told the examiner a childhood memory that I can still remember so vividly is when I observed two people dead for the first time in my life, and they were my classmate and his sisters. So, yes. The next question is when it happened. You have told, I was then 8 years old and was in grade 3 in my school. One day I heard that devastating accident had occurred near my house. The next question that needed to be addressed was how it affected you in your life. So, the answer, I started feeling sick and was devastated. This was in fact too much for me to digest. I had no idea how devastating the accident could be. Seeing two kids of my age dead struck me really hard. I noticed many people were shocked by the outcome of the event, and many of them were discussing how terrible accident might have happened. I and my mother returned home and I was so unwell for about a month. This memory still haunts me. So this paragraph explains the impact or uh, you know the impact of this swear accident, this incident, this unforgettable incident on your life, and explain why you still remember it. The answer to this was also included in the answer. This memory is so important to me because it helped me to think about life in a different way. Some even thought my mother shouldn't have taken me there, but due to this event, I could realize at an early age that what death is and how fragile our lives are. This memory helped me to grow faster and opened my eyes to this flamboyant yet a transient world. So the reason has also been explained well that why you still remember it. Remember, you have to address all the questions that have been put up by your examiner for your cue card questions. And also remember that you have to talk for like 2 minutes, not less than that. Let's have a look at the vocabulary. The advanced vocabulary that has been used in this answer is devastating, vividly, flamboyant, and transient. More cue card questions coming in upcoming videos. Stay tuned and subscribe to our channel. Thanks for watching.